Hello, everyone. Welcome to our reading sprints. So these are our Sunday Catathon, Readathon reading sprints, and I'm so excited because we are on day 2. Just a bit sad because this is our last day, but we are just getting through all of the cat books, which is very, very fun to do. So if we could just briefly just introduce ourselves, and then maybe one cute thing about our cats. I think that would be good. So I'll go first. My name is Sarah. I'm here from Sarah's Reading Nook, which you're on right now. And Olivia, where do I start? One cute thing about Olivia, her original name before I took her in was Squeaks. Because I think that they didn't really explain it, but I'm guessing it's because she used to squeak when she was a kitten, make a squeak sound, and I can sometimes hear her say, I can hear her squeak every so often. So I think that's why she does little
Aw.
Abigail?
Hi, I'm Abigail. My Instagram and YouTube is Abigail's Cup of Tea. Let's see, a cute fact about one of my cats. We'll do Luna since she's here with me. So a cute fun fact is when we were going to adopt another cat, I knew I wanted to name our next cat Luna. And when I found her at the shelter, her name was Luna. So that is why
Ah.
we really wanted to adopt her because it just felt very meant to be. So that's just a cute little fun fact.
And I love her name, Luna.
I think it fits her well, yeah.
Kristen?
Hi, my name is Kristen, and I go by Kristen Renee on all of my social media, my Instagram, and my YouTube channel. And I have a cat named Pocus who is outside right now. And one thing that she does is she likes to play hide and go seek with my dog and I, and she will hide behind the doors and stuff and then jump out at us when we are walking past her.
Kind of just like a little sneak attack.
Yes.
Just from out of nowhere. That's so cute. And Pocus is quite young, right?
Yes.
So
She's almost one.
Oh, almost a year?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she is quite young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll be one between the end of June and early July is when I think her birthday is. I'm not really sure when she was born, but it's sometime around that time.
Right. And then potentially a birthday celebration like we talked about yesterday.
Yes.
So let's just do an update on our reading. So if either of you want to just talk a little bit about what your progress has been so far during the Catathon. And if you are there in the comments, hello everyone who is in the comments. Hello, Melanie. Very excited that you're here for the reading sprint. And let's see. Starting Anne of Green Gables now. Perfect. That sounds great. And how is everyone else's progress going?
Good. I think I may only end up reading one book for the Readathon because it's been pretty busy this weekend, but I definitely do want to finish at least one book. So I'm currently on page 84 of Frankie and Amelia. And
awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. And I love books that are from the point of view of the cat. So it's really fun. So
I think you would probably, if you like books from the point of the view of the cat, then I think that you would also like a book called The Dalai Lama's Cat.
Okay.
And it is so incredibly cute, and I believe it is from the point of view of the cat that the Dalai Lama sort of takes in. And so you see like kind of like where she goes and all of her thoughts. And she has very like specific, very well formulated thoughts about meditation and becoming Zen. And I think one of the titles is like The Power of Meow. Like it's just a really cute, it's super, super cute. And it has little tidbits about meditation just like kind of thrown in there. So I think it's really good.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
And Kristen, how's yours?
I'm reading for the cat that reminds me of my cat. I'm reading Coraline, but I actually just finished it this morning, and it was very similar to the movie, but it had a few differences and like things that I didn't know about the actual storyline that weren't mentioned in the movie, but then I've learned about them in the book. And then the other book that I'm reading is Goated Girl. I don't know if it's gonna shine, but I'm almost done with it, and I'm planning on finishing it. And they have a cat, the little cat on the front of the cover. His name is Figgy Pudding, and they call him Figs or Figgy. And he's actually a house dragon, and he's like magical and can like help them throughout the story. And so that's what I'm reading right now.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
That's
Abigail, did you read that one as well?
Yes, yeah, it's so enchanting. It's so magical, and it's a retelling of A Little Princess. I can't remember if you said that, but and I really want to read the next book, Kristen, that you showed us yesterday. Is that a retelling of The Secret Garden?
I don't know, but it looks like it is. That's what it looks like.
But
That's what it looks like.
It looks so good. Her writing is just really, really good.
Aren't retellings just the best?
Yeah.
I love retelling so much.
Yeah. So how about you?
So I have finished reading my first book, which was What the Cat Dragged In, which is a cozy mystery, and that was like so much fun to read. I'm gonna try and pull up right now what the cover looks like, but it's just like it was just like a really good cozy mystery, and I think that it had like quite a lot of like depth to it as well.
Nice.
So there we go. What the Cat Dragged In. So it is by Miranda James. I think it's like book 15 of a series. And the series is called A Cat in the Stacks Mystery.
Oh, cute.
Yes. And right now, what I'm going to be reading is book 2. Hey, Luna. It's book 2, following Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So it's called Tales from the Cafe. And each story, it's so cool. The whole premise is like you can go back to a cafe, and as long as you were there with the person that you'd like to interact with, you can go back in time to a moment where you talked with anyone. And so people will go to this cafe, order a coffee, and before the coffee gets cold, that's when they're able to talk to one of the, like a past loved one, someone who has passed away in some time in the past. And so each chapter is like a new story. But one of the parts of the premise is that you, when you're there, you are not able to change the future. So it's really interesting to sort of know like exactly why, for instance, somebody would want to go back and chat with someone without being able to alter the future. So each person has their own story. So it's a really cool series.
Okay, so you've fully convinced me. So what is that called again?
So I would start with the first one.
Okay.
That's called Before the Coffee Gets Cold.
Okay.
And there's so many people who are reading it during the Readathon, which I think is so cool.
Oh, yes. Okay, now that I'm seeing the cover, I have seen a lot of like Instagram posts for our Readathon with too bright, sorry. Let's try that.
Yes, it's that one right there. And like the cat content, like I don't think that there is really cat content in there, but it does have a cute cat on the cover, so a lot of people are definitely using it.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the chicken soup books where it's like the different stories and stuff. That's what it kind of makes me think of.
Oh,
Yeah, each one is kind of like its own different story, and they're all like super intriguing. I always want to know like exactly like what would you want to say someone from the past that would not alter the future, you know?
yeah, that's so
But you would want to like maybe extract information from them, or like I the one I'm reading right now, I'm like dying to know exactly like what they're going to say. So yeah, they're really cool.
that's awesome.
All right, and let's see how everyone's progress is going. Hey, happy reading. Won't be joining since my alarm clock is going off in 6 hours. Yes, it's Sunday. Yeah. Sunday, next day is Monday, and we don't talk about Mondays. No. Miriam, I'm about 50% of the way through 10 Things My Cat Hates About You. The cat in the book gives me Garfield vibes. I love Garfield. How amazing. Sarah, excited to join. Going to be reading a middle grade graphic novel, Kate, the Cat Sitter. Earlier this weekend, I finished The Inner Life of Cats and started Cat About Town, cat cafe mystery. Oh, those cozy cat mysteries are just great. They're just so much, they're just like a hug, you know? So Hay was waiting for this all night. It's 2:30 a.m. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thanks for joining us so much.
Yeah, thanks for staying up late.
Which means the readathon is officially over in India, and I finished my one book, The Gilded Girl, which was so good. So good. Thank you, Abigail, for recommending it.
I'm glad you liked it.
That's so amazing. Melanie. Hey, Melanie.
Hey.
So Melanie was with us yesterday. She's one of our co-hosts who is currently in Portugal, who lives in Aveira. Is that right? I think so. So just added to my Goodreads list. I think that was before the coffee gets cold. I'm not sure, but I think that's the one. So Abigail, who have you had for the longest time? Ellie or Luna? I'm guessing Ellie.
Yes, Ellie we've had the longest. We got her in 2015. We got Luna in 2019. So, yeah.
Cute. And yeah, you said that yesterday Ellie kind of rules the house. She knows all the ins and outs.
Yes, she might. Okay, no, I was gonna see. She was sleeping on top of the kitchen cabinets. I was like, she might still be up there, but no, she's not there.
It's amazing how they get up there.
I know. Yeah.
How does that even happen? My cat Jasmine used to always go up on like the kitchen counters to the tallest point and then just kind of watch and supervise.
I have the way that my kitchen is, my Pocus will jump from the countertop to the top of the refrigerator and then go up on the top of the countertops, and she will, or like the cabinets, and I have a beam that's next to the kitchen, and she'll walk the beam and meow up there, and she'll fall asleep up there and everything.
Oh my gosh, she's so acrobatic.
Yeah.
I know there are some. Have you ever watched? There's this cat guy on YouTube, and he gives like all different sort of like tips about cats. And he's a really big cat person. And so he kind of has it so that on the walls there are just these kind of like run pathways that they can like run up and go through. And I always thought that I would want that, but I can't have that in the apartment. But it would be kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. With
little safety like things. So yeah, so excited for The Tarnished Garden.
Yeah.
We're reading the same book, The Gilded Girl. Hope you loved it as much as I did. It just seems to be a crowd pleaser.
It's amazing. Yeah.
All right, guys. So I am thinking that now would be a good time to start our first reading sprint. It's going to look a little different from yesterday just because I'm on a different computer. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that this works.
Okay.
But before that, so I'm so sleepy now. Have to go to bed. Hope to see you another time soon, guys. Just hope the sprints would be at a better time for India, but thankfully I was awake today, but I'll view this. All right, thank you so much. And yeah, we will definitely have like alternating times in the future for more reading sprints. After this readathon, we have the Hello Seasons readathons. So I think what we have planned, I want to say that one is earlier in the weekend, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. Yes. Bye.
Hi.
Thanks for joining. Okay, so here is the timer. So if you guys have some water nearby, I have this big jug that I have to drink by the end of the day.
Oh, I love those. I really want one of those.
It's helpful. It's helpful. I'm getting through it. Just need to drink a little bit more of the half gallon or whatever this is. All right, everyone. So we are going to start our first sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. everyone. How did your reading go?
Good. I'm like just about halfway through. And then I also got a Bookstagram post up as well. So
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so productive.
yeah, I was like, I still haven't posted one and I really wanted to. So yeah, a little bit of reading, a little bit of Bookstagram.
Perfect.
What about you?
I got through almost 5 chapters. I'm on like the very last page of the 5th chapter. And so I got a little bit of ways through, and then I also filmed a little bit for my reading vlog that I'm filming this weekend.
Oh,
So
fun.
I did like a little time lapse of me reading in my chair back there.
Oh, nice. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, me too. That's so great. Hi, Red. Let's see. I think I started. I don't remember what I started. I think it was like a 6% or something. But I'm at 17% now. It's like a shorter book. Like they're both pretty like short, quick reads. So yeah,
Good.
it's good. Like I still don't know why he's gone back to talk to who he's talking to. So I'm still excited to see what that is all about.
Yeah.
So Melanie, I read 15 pages, but now it's time to go to bed. After the day I had today. I need it. I know that you had a difficult day, oh, Melanie. But I hope that you can rest well and that you have a really great week. Thanks so much for being a co-host with us.
Yeah.
And have just the most amazing night. Yeah. I am like, I would love to know how everyone else's reading has gone. That would be fantastic. I've been so thirsty today.
Really?
I've just been like so like incredibly thirsty today and I don't know why. Yeah. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've just been so thirsty. I think I feel like I don't drink enough water throughout the week, and then like the weekend comes by and it's just like catch up.
Yeah.
I don't think it works like that, but that's what it wants. That's what it wants to have happen. So yeah. Okay, and I do have some more true and false questions. So we did this yesterday. It was really fun. So what I'm going to do is basically have like a little true or false statement up and then answer it how it would pertain to you. So I'm going to start with the first question or true or false statement. So the first thing is true or false. My cats have a favorite treat. So do your cats have a favorite treat?
True.
True, yes.
Mine is definitely true too. Which one, like, what is the preferred treat for you for your cats?
You can go first.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you wanted to go first.
Yeah.
She likes those temptation little treats. They're like little square treats. And then I did actually do a advent calendar with her last year from Trader Joe's. And so
Ah,
it came with like these little treats that I just like did a little advent calendar for her and for my dog Piper. And
oh my
then
gosh.
she likes, what's another thing that she likes? She likes ice. And and then I think that's all the ones that I get. Oh, I do want to see. I think you do this with Olivia. Those little like squeezable things.
Yes.
They're like little squeezy things. I've been trying to find those to try with Pocus, but I cannot find them anywhere. They're always sold out everywhere.
Yeah, I don't I'm in Canada, right? So it's difficult for me to recommend like a
Yes.
store to you. Perhaps Walmart has them. We have this little we have this like little store. I mean, it's a big store. It's like a huge store actually. It's called London Drugs, and you can go to it and find them there. And yeah, I think you can probably find them online as
Mhm.
well. They're a lot of fun. They're just like these squeezy tubes, and basically, it almost looks like a toothpaste tube. You just tear the top of it open. I like to use scissors so that there's no like jagged edges, and then I just kind of squeeze it for Olivia, and she just eats it, and she's in heaven. So
Yes.
so true for me too.
Yes.
Abigail, what are your cat's favorites?
Well, I'm going to show you Luna. So Ellie and Hugo don't really have favorites, but Luna has a favorite, and it's almond milk. I just give her a little bit every night. Just, yeah, so
Just a tiny, tiny little bit.
just a little taste. So because one time I was just adding almond milk to one of my drinks, and I don't know, she just really wanted some for some reason, and ever since then she has expected it every day. So yeah,
Just like, give it to me now.
yeah. But the other cats aren't really interested in like anything that I'm like eating or drinking. And I don't really buy like cat treats. I'm afraid to start it because
Oh yeah.
having 3 cats, like I feel like they'll just go through it really quickly. So
And then they'll never leave you alone.
no.
They'll never leave you alone. They'll always be in competition for it as well. Like,
I know. Yeah.
oh my goodness. Olivia, the only treat that she can have is those tuna treats.
Yeah.
That's the only one that she can have. Everything else, she just turns into like a little treat monster, and I can't control it. She just will whine and whine and whine for it. So,
Yeah.
so we have some comments. So, hi, JS. Came here for Abigail, but it's nice to meet / see you too, Sarah and Kristen. Hello. Currently reading The Maid, and it's not a Catathon book, but I like reading with others. I've heard so much about that book. I don't really know what it's about. I think, oh, wait, is this the one that's based off the TV show? Or, I mean, the other way around. No, I'm thinking of Maid, I think. This is The Maid, and it is, let's see if I can share it. Trying to get better at sharing these different things on this new computer. Different computer. And share screen, this one. Have you guys seen this one?
I've seen it. I
Yeah,
don't know
I've
anything
seen it.
about it, but
Okay. Yeah, this is the book that is by Nita Prose. And it looks good. Like, I've heard so many people talk about it.
Mhm.
And so the answer to the question about treats, false. Mine is allergic to everything.
oh,
Oh, oh, poor kitty. True. It's actually dental treats to help with mouth health. She touches the bag when she wants some. Oh, the dental treats. Olivia has tried those as well. She can't, she's not satisfied. She wants like the whole bag, 2 bags, 3 bags, however many bags she can get.
yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, it gets a little much.
Yeah.
And funny thing is that Olivia, we went to the vet recently just to do like a little checkup. We give her dental cleanings because now she's an older cat and it becomes more difficult, to care for teeth over time and like older cats and that sort of. Now we're talking about you.
Oh.
We're talking about you. And the vet had asked for her to lose a little bit of weight. So we have to be careful with the treats. But I think that you are just perfectly proportioned. I think she is. I think it's just fluff. Heidi, so just joining you girls. I wasn't able to get a cat book in time, so I'm finishing up the book I'm reading now, As Good as Dead, from the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. Oh, I hope that you are enjoying that book. Have you read that one?
I have, yes.
I haven't.
Ah, right. And I remember you really liked the first book. Is that right?
Yes.
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 Hi, Harold.
Hello.
Sarah, true. Raven likes sausages. Ruby likes freeze-dried minnows. Minnows? I read about 100 pages of the graphic novel. Very cute. Oh, that's really good progress.
Yeah, that is.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and like, let's see. There's so much cat hair. Olivia's such a fluffy cat. True/false. I've always been a big fan of cats.
True.
Kristen?
Yes, true. I had another cat when I was like in second grade until the beginning of last year, and then she was like, I think between the age of like 18 and 20, and then she passed away, and then I got Pocus just randomly. I saw her at my grandma's house, and that's actually where I got my original cat from. And Pocus was the oddball of her little family of kittens. All of her siblings were orange and white, and she came out black, orange, and white. So I was like, I need to take this oddball home with me and save her.
That's so adorable.
Yes.
And she just seems like just such a wonderful little cat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to know too about everyone who is in the chat who's joining us. I am assuming you may be a cat person if you're here, but you may not be one as well. But if you are, I'm curious to know if you've always been a fan of the cats. Let's see, JS Falls. I never had them growing up, but me and my then boyfriends and now husband's cat and fell in love with them.
Yes.
Love it. That's a similar sort of situation with me. I didn't grow up with cats. I grew up with dogs, and I thought cats were a little bit, I didn't feel cool enough for them, They kind of had their own like cat vibe, and I felt like I was more of a dog person, but just like go out and like, we'll throw tennis ball, go for walks, do all of that sort of thing. And we had a very big golden retriever slash, I think she was mostly golden retriever slash Labrador. And she was the cutest like dog ever. And so I thought that I was just completely a dog person. And then all of a sudden, I'm off in university and meet my partner. We've been together for like 15 years now. But when we first met, I met his cat, Toby. And I just loved him so much. He was just like an older gentleman type of cat. Yeah. And so I really wanted a cat as well. And then started the whole cat loving fest.
Yeah, I grew up with a dog as well, and I didn't have a cat until I think I was maybe 12 or so. But I always wanted a cat because when I was little, I had this cat Beanie Baby that I would carry everywhere, and I always wanted a cat.
That's so cute.
Yeah, like literally all my childhood photos, like I have this little orange and white cat Beanie Baby.
Oh, that's so adorable. It was preparation.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Preparation for the cats. Jessa, false. I was always a dog person, but then I met my cat Agatha and fell in love with them and realized I prefer cats. Oh, that's cute.
That's such a cute name too.
Agatha. I imagine she likes to write mysteries in her free time.
Very smart.
Sarah, true, I am a big fan of cats. I had cats growing up, and other than college and in our apartment, we've pretty much always had at least one cat. That is a good number, at least one.
Yes.
I think that should be maintained at all times if possible.
Yes.
Right? Oh, yeah, Olivia, she's just on my lap. She is very happy. Do you want to say hello? There's her little ears. Oh, yeah. There you are. I call her, one of her nicknames is Bean. And I call her Bean because she's just like a little cute little bean bag, you know? Just like always just like cuddling. And Jessa, LOL, Agatha is named for Agatha Christie. I had a suspicion.
Yes.
Is that a mystery author?
Yes.
Yes. Have you heard of like the Orient Express?
Yes.
That is her.
Okay.
That is Agatha Christie.
Cool.
And Agatha Christie, apparently she went missing at some point. There's like these years of like that she went missing and that are unaccounted for. I don't know. I think that there is like a BuzzFeed sort of YouTube series that kind of like dives into like what they suspect happened and why she went missing and that sort of thing. But yeah, she is like one of the classic like whodunit type of writers, and she has so many different books. I read one by her last summer, and I forget what it was, but it was for a book club. And yeah, I didn't really like that one, but I have liked others. So yeah, she is just one of the greats. And then last true and false. If I were an animal, I would be a cat.
True.
You're like 100% true.
No questions asked, just true.
Probably true, but also I really like red pandas. So I feel like red pandas would be.
They're so cute.
Yes. Or a little monkey or something.
Oh, that's cute too.
Monkeys are cute too.
There's so many great animals.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel that I would probably actually be a mouse. So I'd be hiding from you guys.
And why a mouse?
I don't know. They're just so like little, and I don't know. I just like them. I just like them, you know?
That's funny you said that, because Harold and I watched a movie last night where this little boy got turned into a mouse by these witches, and it was so cute.
Okay, well, I need to like watch that in preparation of the day that may come.
Just in case.
Just in case. I think that if I were to be a cat, I would just be Olivia. Like I would actually like turn into her. We're very similar. Very, very, very similar personalities. True, I am pretty sure I am part cat already. Do you have 23andMe? We should check this out.
Yeah.
Get your genomic sequence. JS, false. I think I might be a guinea pig. Oh my gosh, guinea pigs.
So cute.
We had one in our class in like grade 3 or 4. Its name was Fudge. It was so cute. And then one day Fudge wasn't there, so I'm not sure what happened to little Fudge. But guinea pigs are so cute. They're just like the most adorable little guys. Yeah.
And Kristen, is there a specific reason you chose red panda, or just
Yeah.
because you like them.
Just because they're cute and fluffy. And then they have, like it's almost like they have, like, multiple animals within them because they have, like, tails that look like a raccoon,
Yeah.
and then, like, the panda kind of look. So it's like they're, like, 3 different animals or 2 different animals in one.
I'm kind of curious to see if I look up red panda. Oh my gosh, they are very very cute. I'll show. Yeah, there they are.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they do. I guess I've like seen one before, but I kind of forgot like the specifics, like the tail and stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that little face.
I
A nose.
So
You're so
cute.
cute. Oh my gosh, and baby red panda? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
What?
oh. And their coloring kind of reminds me of like a fox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So cute. Oh my gosh. Just doing a
It's
little
like
blip.
a fox, raccoon, panda situation.
Yeah. It's
Totally.
so
Oh my gosh, I love them. They're just so cute.
oh. Yeah, I can't picture myself being any other animal besides a cat. I just, yeah, I feel like I'm a cat.
I think you're like full on cat.
Yeah, I feel it in my soul. I think in
Yeah,
my life, I was probably a cat.
I think you were for sure. And that's why you really probably can relate to, in a way, the books that are written from
Yeah.
the perspective of the cat.
Yeah.
Like that's my those are my cats.
Yeah.
Just a false. I'd be a red squirrel. They're small and feisty and lose stuff often.
That's fantastic.
That's super, super adorable. They're so cute too. Little squirrels. Ugh. All of the little fluffy, we love all the little fluffy guys.
Yeah.
All the little cute little guys. All right, everyone. I am going to get our screen up for another reading sprint. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. So, let me okay. So I have this up. So again, if you have, if you have water nearby, make sure that you have that. Make sure that you have snacks if you need them. And we are going to start our next sprint. So we're going to start that in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. So that just like went and flew by, like, because I didn't even realize that we had stopped. But we've stopped, everyone.
I looked at the time and it had like 5 minutes left, and then I look over and then it's gone. I'm like, where did the 5 minutes just go?
Did it just like go?
I think so. I think we still had 5 minutes left or something like that, and it just like went away.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. What was that? Sorry, I'm just like going to it. Would you guys like those 5 minutes back?
I'm fine right now.
Abigail?
I'm good either way.
Okay. Anyone in the chat still want your 5 minutes? Yeah, because like literally I just looked up. I don't even know what happened.
Whatever you guys want to do, I'm down.
I wonder what happened. I'm gonna have to like look back at that and be like, what exactly happened?
Maybe all this talk about time travel has messed with our.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, it totally like, and at the time too, like there's like this time travel that's going on in the book. So okay. So Jessa says she's good. Thanks for the offer. Sarah, I actually just finished the book, so I'm good.
Woo!
Awesome. Good job with that. Was that the graphic novel? Let's read for a few more minutes. Okay. Oh. Well, I guess we can always kind of go back and like read for those extra few minutes. That's wild. I have no idea what happened. But anyhow, minus that, how did your reading go?
Good.
Or how did your sprint go?
Mine was good. What about you guys?
Mine was good. I actually only have 3 chapters left of the book, so
Oh my god.
I'm almost done with it.
That's
awesome. So good.
Yeah.
You made like so much progress.
You really did. Yeah.
That's so awesome. I still have quite a bit left. So I'm on 22% of my book.
Nice.
So yeah. So I'll definitely be reading more. How about you, Abigail?
Yeah, more than halfway through. So yeah. I am definitely gonna finish it tonight. It's not a super long book. It's only 225-ish pages, so that's not bad. So yeah,
definitely doable.
Yeah, and I always feel like the second half of the book goes by a lot faster than the first half. So once I get past the halfway mark, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be easy.
I always feel like that with books.
Yeah.
I sort of like, you know how like when you're reading, then you can sort of see how far you've progressed.
Yes.
Once it's that halfway point, then I'm like, oh, it's gonna happen. This book is gonna happen.
Yes.
I just read Little Women for the first time last week, and it took me the whole week. But I was like, when I got to the halfway point, I was like, I can do this. It's 800 pages, but I can do this.
Yes.
That was the longest book I've ever read.
It's really long. Yeah.
It's very long. Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did. But it just took me a very long time to read.
It's definitely like a what's it called? It feels like just a whole bunch of different like stories and timelines that come together and go apart and that sort of thing. I love having different timelines in books. I don't know why. It just makes it feel more complete.
Yeah. And it makes you feel like almost, well, for me, it makes me feel closer to the characters because I feel like I have spent like a lifetime with them. Like I'm like, I've known you since you were young, and now like now you're grown. And I felt that way with Anne of Green Gables too.
It's amazing. Like it totally is. And it's just crazy how like it's just crazy how basically you just feel like that characters, their lives, you have like everything that you need to know about them in just like this book. And it's just like so precious. There's a book called A Little Life that is it is a bit controversial, and but it does go over like the friendships that the main character has over time with of like 4 friends. And it's just so special because of that. Like you feel like you know so much about like their relationships, like all the good stuff, all of the good, the bad, the ugly, just like everything is sort of just right there. And yeah, you do sort of form this bond with characters that I don't know if you necessarily it's like a very special kind of bond that you form with them.
Yeah, it really is.
Actually have this book that you would probably like since you like that type of stuff. But I had Summer Hill Secrets by Beverly Lewis, and it's like a really thick book, but there are 5 or 6 different storylines in it, and the girl lives in like almost like a little house on the prairie vibes, that kind of thing. And then and she like becomes friends with like all of her neighbors, and all the different storylines are like them growing up together and stuff. I've never finished it, but I've read about half of it.
Oh, I love
Yes.
that.
I love it too. That sounds so great.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite March sister after reading it?
Probably, I would say Amy is probably my favorite. And then a little bit of Meg, but I also really like Florence Pugh. I think it's who played her in the early one. I love her as an actress, so like she's one of my favorites. So, and then yeah, that would probably be my favorite one. And then Beth was really cute, but I think I like Amy, and I do like Jo too. I kind of can relate. It's like I can relate to a little bit of all of them.
Yeah.
In a way. It's almost like you can relate to them in what age they are, like what you were in that age. You're like, oh yeah, I can relate to them at that age.
Yeah, it's so true. They're all so great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. There's just so many that like I'll look back at like who I was like as a child or whatever, and I'll be like, okay, I was this March sister or that.
Yeah.
But I feel like a significant portion I've been kind of like Jo, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I like her. And there's a scene too that's in the movie where she just is writing her book, and she has just papers just like all covering the ground of the story that she's writing. And I was like, I would totally do that. Just like have it like lay it like all kind of out there. And yeah, it's a very special book. For sure.
It really is. I read it for the first time as well this year, and it's literally like one of my top favorite books ever. Like I was just blown away. I can't believe it's taken me so long to finally read it, but yeah.
There are those books that they just kind of find their way to you at certain points in your life when you kind of almost need to have some sort of like inspiration or connection or whatever. I feel like it was a huge like source of inspiration for you.
Absolutely. Like I was like, I am changing my whole life to relate around this book now. My style,
I have always been a March sister, but now I realize it.
I didn't know until now, and this is my identity now.
And full on embrace.
Yeah.
Want to see how everyone's doing. So yes, it was this cute superhero story mixed with friendships and 216 cat minions. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. So The Maid is so good. Can't put it down. Such a page turner. Like literally, like everyone just like loves this book. I don't know. I've heard such great things about it. I think the author is Canadian. Like 95% sure, but also not 95% sure. Maybe like 40 now that I think about it. After sometimes the words come out my mouth and then I realize what I say. So Sarah, oops, 217. That's still very close to 260. Jennifer, so much love for Little Women. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a very, very good one. Yes, Little Women is the best. So heartwarming. Makes me appreciate my sister even more. I love that. That's so adorable.
It is.
That's so good. It kind of just like also makes me sort of appreciate what it was like during that time, and same with Anne of Green Gables as well. Kind of makes me feel like that. Kristen, did you say that you have read Anne of Green Gables?
I haven't. I started it and then I didn't finish it. And then, but I have watched, I grew up watching it on this channel called PBS Kids. They had like a
Yes.
little cartoon of it, and I used to watch that all the time when I was little. So that's how I know it from.
Yeah, it's like it's a total like Canadian like classic. So we read all of the Anne of Green Gables. Well, we read several of the Anne of Green Gables. It's like just kind of like a part of, I think, Canadian childhood. You just you just read Anne of Green Gables and just like kind of love it. There's I think the book is really good. There's a graphic novel as well that is also very, very good. But some of the dialogue in the original is very specific. I've never read a character quite like Anne before, you know?
Yeah.
She's very unique. Yeah.
Very quirky. We love her.
Yeah, and like just incredibly smart and talented. And Sarah, I haven't read Little Women in a really long time. Anne of Green Gables is one of my favorite books of all time. I've read the whole series over and over. Love it. How many books? There's a few books in that series, isn't there? Anne of Green Gables series. So, looks like there's Anne of Green Gables, Anne of the Island, Anne of Anvalia, I'm not sure how to say it, Anne of Windy Poplar, Anne's House of Dreams, Anne of Ingleside, Rainbow Valley. There's quite a few. There's quite a few. There has to be an Anne of Green Gable-a-thon or something like that. There has to be. I'm sure, or a read along or something.
Yeah.
To get through all of those. Okay, everyone. Now, did you want to do one more reading sprint, or do you want to call it for today?
Let's see. Well, my mom did text me. She's at Barnes & Noble, and she wants me to meet her. So I might have to get going if that's all right.
No, that's good. I think I'm pretty. I think I have to like sit down, do some like reading and vlogging and that sort of thing.
Yes.
Yes.
And eventually dinner.
Yes.
Oh yeah, dinner's a thing. I forgot.
Yeah.
I haven't had dinner.
I was thinking of going and getting sushi for dinner because I like to go out and get something and bring it back to watch my shows because I watch American Idol, and then Riverdale is one of my favorites.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so I like to watch those shows. And then I've been watching One Tree Hill again while they've been doing the podcast for it. And so I watched the episode for that today, and then I listened to the podcast tomorrow morning.
Oh,
That's
that's a
what I'm
cozy
doing.
little routine. I love that.
I love it. And there's quite a lot, isn't there? Like there's quite a lot of like seasons of like One Tree Hill, right?
Yes. There's like 9 or 10 of them, I think.
Yeah.
That could definitely keep you busy for a while.
Oh, that's so fun. I like how you have the routine of like getting your food first and then like settling in.
We love a good routine.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Ones. Oh, yes.
That's what it's like literally all about. Spontaneity.
Who is she?
Exactly. Where are you from? What?
Oh, yeah.
Sarah, let me see. Ellen Montgomery also wrote The Blue Castle. It is a standalone book, but fabulous. I didn't realize that, and I should have probably. But that is cool. I don't think I've read it. Anyone else? No, I don't.
I've never read it.
All right, everyone. Well, I think that is going to wrap up our Catathon reading sprints, but we still do technically have time today to read. And also to, like I've said this before, don't worry too much about, checking everything off the list, or, if you spill over until tomorrow and still want to do some reading, then you can incorporate that into like your TBR or your wrap up or whatever. These are just really kind of laid back, and the prompts are just, we do love checklists for sure. Yes. And they're a lot of fun to check off. But yeah, so it was so much fun to do the reading sprints. I just love to do reading sprints with others, and I'm so happy that I was joined by Abigail and Kristen and also Melanie yesterday. That was just so amazing. So you guys have been great, and I love to be around my cat people. I love to be around those who just love the cats. And
mutual.
And Olivia, do you want to say goodbye?
Yeah, and tonight I'm gonna do my bullet journal spread. I still haven't done it, but I really want to do it before the readathon's over. And I've loved like seeing yours, and I believe Melanie did one, and other people on Instagram. So it's been so fun.
Stick a couple of stickers on the spread.
Yeah, so I'm always so sad when the last sprint is over. It goes fast.
But it does, especially the 48-hour, the weekend ones. They do go by very fast.
Yeah.
All right, so this was your first ever readathon. Cat theme was too wonderful to resist. I am happy. Happy to hear that. Thank you for doing the sprints. They were so much fun. This was my first readathon. It's so cool that this was your first.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, friends. Really enjoyed my time reading with you today. Yay. Yes, it's just been so awesome. So thank you all for joining us, and have a great rest of your weekend. And we will have more readathons. We have the Hello Seasons throughout the year, and who knows what will be our next non-Hello Seasons readathon, weekend readathon. There is always a readathon to be had.
Oh, yes.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.